All right, Florida Tennis, the 90s. I'm Brian Rosenthal with a Florida tennis legend from the class of 2002 and your assistant coach for the Florida State Seminoles, Ryler DeHeart.
That's right.
I get it right?
Yeah, close
All right. Ryler, thanks for joining me. Congratulations on reaching the NCAA tournament as a team. Second round loss to the Florida Gators. We have so many great Gators and Seminoles on this page, so it's got to be exciting for you to see some of these Seminole alumni, like the old timers. How about Brian Stanton? How about Adam Barron? How about Itai? How about Vaid? I mean, there's just countless guys on this page. But let's talk about Florida tennis now. So let's talk about recruiting. What is it like now for the Florida State teams, both men and women, but we'll stick with the men, to find Florida guys these days?
It's tough. It's really tough. There's so many good programs. There's so many good programs in the state of Florida. Obviously, University of Florida is doing incredibly well right now. Competing with them is not easy. You know, they got a lot of great recruits there. Tanner's doing a great job with the recruiting there. So it's tough. I mean, we're working on getting Florida guys, but just the top U.S. guys in general are really hard to get, So you're competing with all of the great schools in the country, and we're trying to do that. Obviously, I think we have a great program at FSU and a lot to sell, but it's not easy. It's a battle.
It's an arms race for the best players and the best facilities.
Sure, yeah.
What do you do at Florida State when a recruit comes in? How about football? I mean, are we showcasing Doak Campbell? What are we doing?
We try to
FSU
showcase
tennis?
that. Our football program, as many people know, is a little bit down right now. They're trying to kind of rebuild it with a new coach and stuff like that. But yeah, we try to sell the football. We try to sell the overall experience. I think at Florida State is a great one. It's the total package, really. I really believe that. I think we have it all there. We have very good academics. We've been consistently in the top 20, 25 in the country in tennis for a long time, making the NCAA tournament. I think great coaches. I think Dwayne has been there for 20 years now. I think
he's 1999. You got that number right. Yep.
He's a great coach, great guy. Really cares about his players, which is unusual to find. And I don't think it's a business feel. I think it's more of a family feel at Florida State, which we pride ourselves on that. But yeah, I think we got a lot of everything. We're an hour away from a nice beach, close to the coast there. I love Tallahassee. I think it's a great city, capital city of Florida.
Good town to raise a family.
It's a nice town. Yeah, it's a nice town. We like living there. I think the quality of life there is very good.
Tallahassee has evolved since the 90s when we played those designated out at Tom Brown Park and Forest Meadows.
I played those too. Yeah.
It's definitely different. All right, let's talk about what you're doing here. I mean, this is the NCAA singles and doubles championships. The team championships have concluded. Texas won it, so you got a really good player here. I had my first ever color commentating call was FSU at NC State, and your number one guy, Lucas, I mean, he put a beating on our number one guy, who's a hell of a player.
Yeah, he played well.
He played unbelievable. Yeah. What are we expecting here in Orlando?
I think, he's got a good shot. Everybody's good. Looking at the first round, you're just like, man, there's like some really tough. It's a little bit like a Grand Slam. You see all those matches, and you're just like, geez, everybody's good. But I think the first round, we'll see. I have never seen this guy play besides warming up just now, and getting some scouting on him. But I think it's going to be a tough match. Good German player. But I think Lucas is a great player. I mean, he's lost 10 matches in the last couple years. He was maybe lost 4 matches at number one this past year. So he's very good playing number one. He's been our stud guy this year. Very clutch. Very solid player, not easy to beat. You really have to put him away. He's very, very physical, makes a lot of balls, and he's always got a shot to win, I think, against anyone. So,
all right, we're gonna step away from FSU for a second here, Ryler, and give us a couple of your FTA junior rivals, and maybe elaborate on maybe one or two tournaments or a designated that brings back a memory for you.
Well, I remember I was talking to Vahid Mirzadeh about this the other day when he did some commentating at one of our matches.
He did a good job.
And we were talking, I was talking about how I think he's 2 years younger than me maybe, but he was like a really good player coming up when he was younger. He was playing like up every time, and I think we played one time in a designated or some kind of big Florida tournament in South Florida, and I ended up losing to him first round. Didn't really know who he was. I think I was like the 1 seed or something.
Sure.
And I lost to him first round of the main draw, and then won like 4 or 5 matches to get to the back draw, and he ended up feeding back in, and I lost to him again in the final of the back draw. Same exact score, everything. It was
wow.
That was one of my toughest losses when I was like 12.
Well, it was a 12. Hey, at least you lost to a Seminole.
That was tough. Yeah.
All right.
I grew up playing with like some other guys, Sakwa Young.
Yeah, and he's
we played a couple
stud.
times.
He's on the page. Yeah.
I was a little bit younger than guys like Todd. I think I was maybe 1 year younger than Jesse Witt.
Sure. How about Cordova, local guy
Cordova
here?
Cordova was really good in like 12s, 14s. Faded away a little bit in the older age groups.
Yep.
He had some injuries and stuff. Jason Pardon is now an
is an umpire. Is he here?
He's here.
No kidding. I need to see Jason.
That guy was unreal in the juniors.
Yeah.
Really,
your
really
1995 12s.
Really good
state
one-hander.
close finalist.
But we had a lot of good players, man. Trying to think of some other names.
There's so many guys.
There's so many.
There's so many. It doesn't end. I mean, Amir Delic.
Amir Delic.
I mean, a little bit older than you,
he was
perhaps.
A little older, yeah.
College
2
teammate of
years.
yours?
He was for 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah,
Okay.
For 1 year.
Fighting Illini alum, Tampa Jesuit alum.
Yep.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.
Good luck here at the
Thank
NCAA
you.
tournament,
Appreciate
man. All right.
Thanks for having me.
You got it.